Okay, so you've listened to my story, Blown Away, and fingers crossed you had a bit of a giggle. But if you want to follow things up now, there are activities that I've created in my head for you to carry out at home or in school. So listen up, number 1. Why don't you try to create your own teacher? In my story, Miss Levant was a pretty fearsome teacher, but maybe you can create an even more fearsome teacher than I did. Start off by thinking about how your teacher behaves, maybe as they enter the room. Maybe show how the children react. You only need to create a short scene, maybe 200 words, something like that, just a short piece of writing. And it will start with the teacher entering the room, and you will show how the children behave, how their behaviour possibly changes, and show what the teacher is like, how they behave and what they look like. Maybe create some sort of fantastic name for your teacher. Possibly it could be linked into the story. Could your teacher be called Miss Tornado or Mr. Hurricane? Something linked to the title Blown Away. Be creative, be outrageous, but be someone who makes something happen in your writing. Believe in yourself. Okay, activity 2. Why don't you create your own model of the raft in the story? Maybe have a look around the house for things that you could build your raft with. Be creative again. Maybe use that genius thoughts in your head. Look around the house, see what you can find. Maybe sketch out the model before you actually start. And you could even see if it floats. But whatever you do, check with your adults first, because I don't want you flooding the house on my account. So make sure you check first. So create a raft. And if you haven't got the things around the house, maybe a sketch, a label sketch will be an idea. Okay, activity 3. Why don't you try to rewrite the ending to my story, but make it your own? Now, in my story, the kid in the story, Jay, he let rip one final trump that sent Butch flying and he landed in the water. In your story, could that final trump send Butch up into space? Could it send him flying across the river and he could land in a thorny bush on the other side? Be creative. When we write, there is no point us thinking in the box. Think outside the box. The wilder, the wackier, the crazier ideas are, the better they often are to read. So your piece of writing only needs to be short. It's only the ending. And remember, this is first person. So you are Jay. You are the kid in the story. You will use first person pronouns like I, me, my. All of those things that show you are the storyteller. Again, 200, 250 words. It doesn't need to be really long. But that can be an ending that can bolt onto my story. And maybe, who knows, I'm sure this is doable, your ending might be even better than mine. So, I wish you well. If you choose to do these activities, enjoy them. That's the main thing. And hopefully I'll see you back here again for some more Impossible Tales or stories about Eric Appleby. See you in a bit.